folks, this is Brett coming back with our last exercise, the soil sample survey. So what I've done is I've taken some soil just from your camp, put it in the palm of my hand. Each kid is going to have a Ziploc baggie with 3 different soil samples. Hopefully they'll be bringing one from their campus. We asked the teachers to do that. If not, we'll have backup. We'll have one here from camp, and then Rick's going to bring something from Wimberley. So we'll have these out here, and then we'll just have like a small little container of water because they're just going to need a couple of drops. All right. So the flow chart they'll have in their worksheet. Okay. Their workbook. Excuse me. And you'll have it in front of you. It's okay to bend down and read from it. I'm going to have to do it for this. I do not have it memorized. So you're going to place approximately 2 teaspoons of soil in your hand. Okay. You're going to break down the soil. So it's going to be a little bit, lumps and that kind of stuff. So you're going to break it down the best you can into its aggregates. Okay. Soil is proper consistency, feels like plastic, and it's kind of moldable, and it's moist like putty. So if it's not, it's really dry like my sample is, you're going to have to add a little bit of water. So just add a little bit, about a drop or 2. Might have added too much. Let's see here. Sit around. Okay. It's getting muddy. It's getting putty feeling. Alright. Okay. So this is my sample. So, does the soil remain in a ball when squeezed? Yes or no? If no, then it's too dry. Okay? If yes, place the ball between your thumb and your forefinger, gently pushing the soil with your thumb, squeezing it upward and inward into a ribbon. Okay? So, kind of like when you got Play-Doh, and you're kind of rolling it on the ground, that kind of stuff, making a long ribbon. That's what it's talking about, okay? So, and it might break apart. Mine's breaking apart a little bit. I'm getting a little bit more manageable piece here. Break it down just a little bit more. So from the ribbon, try to form a uniform thickness and width. Actually, now I'm going to switch hands a little bit. All right. It's starting to break a little bit, so that might mean it's what? Too dry. Okay. So, does the soil form a ribbon? Yes or no? If no, you look to the right of your flow chart, it could be loamy sand. Okay? If yes, does the soil make a weak ribbon less than 1 inch long before it breaks apart? What do we think here? That's about 1 inch. It's starting to break. So I'm going to go with no. So no, does the soil make a medium ribbon 1 to 2 inches long before it breaks? No. Does the soil make a strong ribbon greater than 2 inches? So you're either less than 1 inch on the first one, 1 to 2 inches before it breaks, or greater than 2 inches before it breaks. And then you're going to work your way down the flow chart. So, does the soil feel gritty? No. Or yes. If it's yes, it's sandy loam. If it's no, is it neither gritty nor smooth? Mine's pretty smooth, I would say. Does the soil feel very smooth? If it's very smooth, it would be silt loam. So according to my flow chart, this would be about silt loam because it stayed in a ribbon. I worked my way through. It's, well, I don't know. Maybe it's 1 to 2 inches long. Yeah, we could say 1 to 2 inches long. Does it feel gritty? No. Does it feel smooth? Yes. It could be clay. If it's really smooth, it could be silty clay loam. So the kids are going to work through it. It's going to be different things. We're not too concerned about the right or wrongness of it. Ideally, it'd be great. There's other tests that can be done to understand what it is, but we want them to understand the concept of working through a flow chart, making observations. This is also like dichotomous key, which is something that the fourth graders are tested on. So once again, they'll have this for 3 different activities that they'll go through. They're just going to do the best they can. This is something that they're done individually. So each kid will have their 3 samples. They'll work through it, and they'll start to understand a little bit more about our soil. And there's another step 2 to it that the teachers can do. It's in the workbook. There's a website they can go to for U.S. Department of Agriculture, which tells you more about soils and what can be grown in soils. And they can even do a soil survey, home in on an actual GPS location, like their house or something like that. So I hope you had fun. At the end, they're going to go back up back up to the top. They're going to wash their hands. They're going to have their journaling options. The journal questions, once again, there's 3 at the back end of each one that the kids can do. We ask the following questions. Based on this activity, what do I know now that I didn't know before? What did this activity tell me about my natural environment? How does this activity change the way I feel about my environment? And then my favorite, draw a picture, write a poem, or express in some way on paper, no plays, to help you summarize what we learned today. So that concludes our activities. Thank you so much. And remember, get there at 9 o'clock and we'll be able to work through all this before the kids get here. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.